Chains by Boss. Chains by Boss is now the official sponsor of the Cowboy Up podcast. If you need your custom cowboy chains, you go to Chains by Boss. You can find them on any of your social media. You can find them on TikTok, Chains by Boss on TikTok. You can find them also on Instagram, Chains by Boss, and you can also find them on Facebook. Chains by Boss will deliver the hottest new cowboy chains for you, and we recognize them as our official Cowboy podcast sponsor. Thanks. And always, Dallas Cowboys for life. Peace. The Cowboy Up podcast would love to welcome Voscaro's Gang as our official sponsor of the Cowboy Up podcast. Voscaro's Game has all your custom stickers, your custom towels, your custom tumblers, anything you need to represent your team, such as those Dallas Cowboys or even those hated San Francisco 49ers. Voscaro's Gangs have you. You can find them on all social media, especially Instagram and TikTok. The Cowboy Up podcast welcomes Voscaro's Gang as our official sponsor of the show. As always, Dallas Cowboys for life. Peace.
I know that's a cliche, but we must win. We will win. Win is the name of the game. Check it out.
From Stop 6, Texas, it's the big fella. It's Dallas Cowboy Chris. And from the 915, El Paso, Texas, it's 21, Armando 21. And from the capital city of Texas, Austin, the Hill Country, is our man, Retrofit Sports. It's Rue. And from the great state of Arizona, he's Mikey 520.
Stephen A. Smith will admit this team right here is legit, cause this is our year. This is our year. No wonder they be hating, cause this is our year. This is our year. This is our year. It's time to finish this fight, cause this is our year. The name of the game is win, we them Cowboys. First down, second down, we them Cowboys. Third down, touchdown, we them Cowboys. Everybody over here be some Cowboys. We be die hard, we be die hard, we be that blue.
What's up? What's up? What's up? Say, man, y'all know what the day is. Y'all know what the day is. Y'all know what the day is. Man, it is Tuesday. Tuesday. It is Cowboy Up Podcast. We live from California. We live from Arizona. We live from Texas. Say, man, let me introduce the crew. Everybody else is late, but we're going to introduce the crew. Always the player personnel director of the Dallas Cowboys. You know, he cheered for those hated Arizona Cardinals, but he is our number one on the Cowboy podcast. It's our man, Kuiper. Hey, Z, what's up, baby?
Hey, what's up, guys?
Hey, man, nothing much, nothing much. And from the capital city of Texas, the Hill Country, it's our man, Retrofit Sports. Hook 'em! It's Rue. What's up, baby?
Man, I'm good, chilling, ready. We got shit to talk about, bro. We got shit to get into. Like, I'm. Let's go, baby. Let's go.
Hey, man. Hey. I don't know about Kuiper's phone. I know Rue phone. I know my phone. Dude, today, Cowboy alerts. I was like, what the fuck? I just got an opening question. For the both of y'all. Do you think Jerry was so embarrassed from last year's offseason that he is starting the offseason off a little better than he did last year. And I'm gonna start with you, Kuiper, first, because I know Ru got really something to say about this. Do you think he was embarrassed last year about the way he handled the offseason?
I think that was one of the most embarrassing moments for him himself. Jesus, they're like the amount of ridicule he got, and it was deserving, 1,000% deserving ridicule. So it's really refreshing to see that he's willing to take a step back and be like, but maybe I was a little bit in the wrong. We're gonna change it up a little bit, but I'm never gonna admit it.
I like the way you put that. Yeah, I was a little wrong. Not all the way wrong, but
And we know he's never gonna admit that shit.
Yeah, it was terrible. Retrofit, man. Hey, Rue, I need you to spit this on me, bro. Tell me, Rue, do you think he was embarrassed in the way he treated the offseason last year?
If he wasn't, he absolutely should be. Two division rivals went to the damn NFC Championship game, doing shit you refuse to do for this organization. And you could argue that the Commanders weren't even as well built, even as we were preseason. Even at that point, we were not like gushing over all the moves the Commanders were making, but hell, they were making moves. And here's the thing. Finally, this is all happening, right? But I take it all with a grain of salt because I don't know if it's really real yet. And it's impressive. And he's done some shit and it changed some things, right? It's like, this is not what we're used to. First couple hours of free agency, and it's like, we're doing shit. Like, oh, we're signing folks. Oh, we're not waiting till the witching hour. Okay. I can get on board with this. Like somebody looks like he finally woke up and conked his head in the damn morning and decided, I'm gonna spend some money and win some games. Like, hey, it's just
through like 10 minutes before training camp or 10 minutes before the season start.
Bro, we waited to the witching hour for CD Lamb. We waited to the literal witching hour for Dak Prescott, and it was just like, bro, what are we doing? Yeah. Why? And at that point, it really didn't even make sense. And it's just like, what is going on with our organization? It's like, can we pull a rabbit out of our ass right now? Because that's literally what you're asking me to do with this fucking roster. Like, okay, right. I guess. And then, we had the season that we had. We ended up with the 12th pick overall. That kind of explains itself. Coming off of 3 back-to-back 12-win seasons and, one playoff win to show for it. And you do this. Now we're going into this year, and it was like, okay, dominoes are falling. There's still a big ass domino lingering out there that we're going to see what the hell's going to happen with him and Micah Parsons. But, obviously they just hit the restructure with CD, and we're going to get into everything that they've done. But there's still a couple other pieces. We still got Dax. We still got, we still got Micah. There's still a couple other things to go down. And it's like, if you make all this happen, they've already created some cap space. Things can get very interesting. And it's not like I need you to go hit home runs, like knock them out of the park, overspend on some free agents. But if you make some legitimate moves outside of guys like Eric Kendricks, I think I'll be good.
Okay. So I'm glad you let us. Okay. The big news today, from the University of California, Los Angeles. Osa Idigizua signs a big fucking deal. 4 years, 80 million, 20 up front for Osa Idigizua. Hey man, that market was saying 21 to 22. So Cowboys saved $1 million.
I thought they saved close to 3 to 4 because I thought for sure he was going to go for 90. I thought for sure 90, 85 plus at the minimum.
Honestly, I think if he went to free agency, he would have got 100.
Yeah.
Maybe.
So let's start with you, Kuiper. Do you think Osa gave him a team friendly deal? You think he gave him one?
I mean, it puts him in line. I believe I saw from like Adam Schefter or some shit. He's the 13th highest paid DT now. I think that's right in line. I think it's a good market for him, a very fair deal. I don't necessarily think it was a team friendly deal, and if it was a little bit, just a little bit. But I like the move by the Dallas Cowboys. There's not many pass rushing DTs out there that you could find like him.
Yeah, Rue, were you excited like I was, man? I was just like, I was like, oh, thank you, Jerry. You actually did something right. You did something right, man. You know, it's certain free agents that I don't care that walks or not, but this is a contributor. And I think before you go, Rue, I just really want to say this. If the Cowboys get somebody on the other side to play that one technique, that A gap guy, and let him play the B and 3 technique, dude, Osa is going to be electrifying. Okay. Mm-hmm. I'm telling you, man, somewhere in this draft or somewhere in free agent, man, Jerry, go get me somebody 6'1", 350 pounds to play the one in the A gap and let Osa do what he needs to do, and that money will pay off for you, brother. Rue, what you think about Osa signing his big deal today, brother?
First and foremost, congratulations, Osa Odigizua. You did it. You got your money. You got paid. And I love it. I love it that you got that star on your helmet. With all that being said, Chris, you nailed it on the damn head. We need to get a 1 tech. We have secured that 3 tech. We have secured that B gap. I have full faith and full confidence in Osa Odigizua. Every year, year after year, he has come into his own. We have talked about Osa Odigizua on the show a lot. That dude comes up all the time because he is a consistent player inside the D line that is a very inconsistent D line. He is the one that has been holding it down for a very long time. And when he has somebody next to him that can really anchor that one, dude, he is incredible. Against the run, he was one of the best in the league. Yeah, he needs that anchor next to him to be able to do the things that he is able to do. And if they do the right thing in this draft, which I believe they can, he's going to be paired up with somebody nice that's going to be able to let him do the exciting things that we've seen him do on the football field, because Osa Odigizua is a very special player.
Man, I was just happy, bro. You know, it's just rare the last couple of years that the organization actually did something right. You know, I was just so happy for him, bro.
And it was like they got a deal. Like I was like, damn, y'all got a deal too? Yeah, I'll take that all day.
Yeah, man. I was just like, come on, there you go, Cowboys. Make me smile about something, please. Thank you, Lord.
And we still have our tag because we didn't even have to tag him. Which I guess we're not.
And that's what I was afraid of, Rue. I say, if they fucking tag him and wait to the very last minute to sign him and screw us again in free agency, that was going to piss me off.
And that's the model. That's the model, right? That's what kind of we expected. We expected him to. We expected if they wanted to keep him, he was going to end up with the tag. And then once we started hearing about contract negotiations, it's like, well, we heard this shit before. Then all of a sudden it got done. We were like, wait, what? Like y'all did it?
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, I was shocked. I had to make sure it was real because I was like, ain't no fucking way. Ain't no way.
What were you gonna say, Kuiper?
I don't even remember, honestly.
Oh okay.
My bad, Kuiper.
Yeah, man. I was, like I said, man, I seen Osa and I was happy. So to also go along with signing Osa today, the Cowboys restructured CD Lamb to make even better moves. Oh, they did it early. Damn, you can actually do that? Oh, you can actually restructure somebody's shit early and don't wait till the last minute? You can actually do that?
I guess.
News to me.
It's new to me. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know that was a thing. I didn't know that was allowed. I didn't think it was. I don't know. I'm just hoping we don't get any sanctions or any violations. We might have broke some rules this week. I'm not sure.
Shit.
Bro. Hey man, every Cowboy fan, non-Cowboy fan basically debunked everything that Jerry said last year about having money and doing shit in free agency because they signed CD and Dak. And then it was proven that they would have signed their players earlier, you know, they could have made the cap space to do moves like they should have done this year. Okay. And I was really excited. I was like, well, all that means for CD is he just got a big check today. You know, hey, any damn player say, give me the check right up front. Hey, you give me money? Shit. Hey,
Gimme, gimme,
Osa
gimme,
got a
gimme.
$20 million check today. You know, CD
Yep.
got a check today. Hey, I'm with that any day. Kuiper, man, what you think about CD restructuring his deal?
I'm just happy it wasn't Dak, honestly, because CeeDee Lamb was gonna be the one that you're gonna love to keep later on. He's a fucking phenomenal player, so there's no real danger in really restructuring his deal. But you restructure Dak Prescott, you're risking holding on to them later on with really bad cap. But this just gives you so much more room for so many more moves. I really hope that they use it, that they actually use it.
Yeah, yeah. Rue, what you think about CD's workings?
I'm hoping it's a sign of things to come. I'm hoping that they're actually going to make some moves. And I go back and forth with you on restructuring Dak Prescott right now. I'm not going to lie, because if it gets me a Super Bowl, I don't really care. Which he's going to need some pieces around him if that's even going to be a possibility. And we see what a gauntlet the Eagles are right now with all the weapons that they have. Like it is what it is, right? So you're gonna have to be able to match that same kind of energy. And I don't know how they're able to do this shit, but that's a story for another day. But with everything that we're seeing, I just hope it's not fool's gold, right? Like I just really hope it's not fool's gold, and we're getting a taste of these guys looking like, hey, we're about to set it up for the year, and we're gonna make some stuff happen and change up this team in one season. And
Yeah,
we'll see if it's
yeah.
real or not.
Hey, just keep it coming for me. That's all I care about. Keep it coming. You know? Keep it coming. Hey man, let's talk about the friend of the show. Friend of the show, man. This was a quiet one, right? Because I was before the show, I always scroll on Cowboy, the Cowboy app, and the first thing you see is the friend of the show, Brock Hoffman, has re-signed his exclusive executive right free agent deal. Thank you. Hold on, let me see if I got to look up. Yeah, I got. There it is. Hey, well deserved, Brock Hoffman. Hey man, it proves hard work pays off, bro.
Absolutely.
Dude, hard work pays off, and I think the Cowboys realize Mr. Nasty Time needs to be in the building. You know, he needs to be there. He gives that offensive line a little spunk, and I think that was a priority when Zach decided he was going to retire. You know, because like Rue said, man, sometimes you just got to put the best five out there. Okay, and at this point, he's a part of the best five. All right. He's versatile. He can play center, he can play guard on both sides, you know. A lot of times the footwork and the hand placement is totally different from the right to the left, but he can do both, you know. So really all three positions, and then it's just a valuable thing for the Cowboys. And man, I was just so excited, man, because I was like, man, what am I gonna do if Brock goes somewhere else? It's gonna really kill me. It's gonna really kill me. Yeah. but Brock Hoffman is back in the building, man. What you think, Kite?
Man, it's honestly the best move out of the three, I think, because now you either have your starting right guard or you have one of the best swing guards in the NFL. I love it, honestly, because I think the Dallas Cowboys best offensive line group, or the best shuffling around, is on the team right now, and I believe Brock Hoffman's going to be a part of that. So to me, this was the most needed move, other than re-signing Osa.
Yeah. Hey, man, as part of the 300-pound club, when I see the big boys getting they do. Hey, I don't know. I know y'all heard me in the group chat Sunday. I was like, the big boys are on the field at the combine. I was in hog heaven. I was in hog heaven. My wife was like, baby, why are you so excited? I say, honey, because these are the 300-pounders, man. This is the heart of any football team right here is the fucking offensive line. And I love seeing, especially your boy Banks, was clowning. He was clowning at the damn combine. Our number one pick in the draft. In our mock
Elvin,
draft.
brother, loving Banks, baby.
Yeah, everybody loving Banks. Rue, tell me, how did you feel about Brock?
I mean, congratulations, Brock Hoffman. From Coastal Carolina to Virginia Tech to the 8th round to the practice squad to officially being a signed-on player with the Dallas Cowboys. Congratulations, man. What else can you ask for? It's an absolutely amazing thing. And you're right, man. Hard work does pay off. This man earned his keep, earned his spot, and he brings the attitude to this O-line. He is going to be in the face of every defensive player in front of him. That dude is a monster, and that dude got word game like crazy. Like he is going to get in people's heads. He is going to screw with you and pick at you and pick at you and pick at you the entire game. And by the time it's over, you're going to be mentally drained and you're going to be tired and sore as hell because that man's going to have you on your back throughout the whole damn game. And I love what I see from Brock Hoffman, and congratulations for him getting his contract, getting his money, and earning a spot on this roster. I can't wait to see what he becomes for this team because I think he's a great player. I think when he stepped in, he showed us that he can play in this league and that he deserves a spot on this O-line.
Attitude. I like it because he brings attitude to the damn team, bro. That's all, man. We know. Football or playing football. It's about warriors, bro. It don't matter what position you play on the football field, but especially on the offensive and defensive line. It's nothing but warriors out there. It's a fight every play. Every fucking play is a fight. Okay. And he's one of those dudes I want to fight with. I want him on my fucking team to fight with me because he gonna start some shit. I like it. You know the video me and 21 did before we went to the Niner game. He said, "Hey Chris, I don't want you getting in no shit today. I want to be fighting you." See, that's Brock. What shit you gonna get us started today? You know?
Yeah.
Corner, welcome to the show, man. What you think about the Brock Hoffman re-signing, brother?
No, I like it. Is it an actual contract extension or is it like an exclusive rights option pickup?
It was the exclusive right because it was on the Cowboys app today. Matter of fact, let me read it to you guys. Let me read it. I still got it.
Yeah, I thought it would be that exclusive right pickup.
Yeah, says the deal is expected. Considering Hoffman is an exclusive right free agent, as long as the Cowboys plan to keep the exclusive rightfully, he don't have any options of playing anywhere else. And in the case of Brock Hoffman, the Cowboys currently want him in the mix, especially considering how he filled in for Martin last season. Okay, so he had the exclusive rights free agent. He is signed. He is in. The pretty picture of it, if you go to the Cowboys app, they got him there, a pretty picture and him signing pen and paper. That's all I give a damn about. He gonna be on this team. That's all I care about. he is definitely on the team. So you know, I'm excited about that. Also, before we move on, corner, what did you think about Osa's deal today?
Dude, you know, Big Fella made a point a few months ago about if I like a player, I like a player. If I don't, I want the lover gone, right? Osa is a big fan, all right? I've always been a big fan of the UCLA product, Osa Odighizuwa, all right? I know he hasn't lived up to the third-round expectation that we know. He had a career high, 4.5 sacks, 60 pressures. That was second in the NFL. Pass rush, he was 12th out of like 219. But his run stopping ability is subpar. All right, it was not where we wanted to be. But with Matty Eberflus in here, I think that's going to benefit a guy like Osa Odighizuwa. All right, big pump because you look at the broad scheme of things. Tank Lawrence is likely gone. Goldston's likely gone. Carl Lawson's likely gone. So you get a complete overhaul in your D line? No, keep some camaraderie on here. Osa's not completely garbage, right? It was a team-friendly deal. It was he's He's the 15th highest paid defensive tackle, so that means there's 14 other defensive tackles paid higher than him. All right? So his services and his money, Bago is perfect.
Now, I agree with everything you said, except for one thing.
Mm-hmm.
You said he hadn't lived up to his third round potential. I disagree with that. I think he's outperformed our first round picks.
He has. He has.
If you look at the position he's played,
Mhm.
I want to see more than 2 sacks, 3 sacks, 4 sacks.
I'm with you.
That's what I mean. Like,
Okay.
don't just be a guy, be the guy. And this contract, I want him to be the guy and not a guy.
Now, like we said before you came on, I still think for him to be that guy, you got to have that one and that one the one tech or that A gap guy to help him, because you got to
He hasn't
double
had
the A gap guy. And so you single him up, and I think he beats any guard. I mean, I love his pass rushing skill. I love his run stopping ability. And I think that's the next move, though, corner, for that defensive line to get, like I said before you got on, give me somebody 6 foot, 6'1", 350, and you say, don't move, you stay right here. That's what I want.
Yeah,
To help him.
you guys are right. You guys are right. We need complimentary football on the D line, but also is that piece. Oh, you build around that piece with Sam Williams coming back, Nealon coming back. You know, you build on that. You build that foundation, and you get that D line together. I like it.
Yeah. And another re-signing today, special teams guy CJ Goodwin re-signed today. Good special teams guy. Really happy for him. Get his 1-year deal in there. Hey man, if you got somebody that's working on special teams and it ain't gonna cost you much, bring them back. So anybody comment on CJ Goodwin? Anybody?
I mean, congratulations on the contract, baby. Welcome back. And,
It's
you
just
know,
a good re-sign, honestly.
don't let me hear your name on special teams unless it's for a touchdown. That's the only reason I ever want to hear your name. Like, don't let it be for any other reason.
You know, the Patriots had their guy. It was the bald-headed guy. I can't think of his name. That was their special teams ace. Played many years with special teams. I can't remember his name. God forgive me. But that's CJ Goodwin is the guy on the Patriots on our team. Just a long-time vet. You know, he's listed at corner, but they should just have a spot for safety or for special teams. Just a big old SP
Right.
for special teams, just for Goodwin, because that's what he is. He's that ace. You got to have an ace in the hole, says George Strait.
Mm-hmm. Now, also before you came on, man, we said, do you think Jerry has turned over a new leaf this off season from last season? Corner, what do you think?
I don't know yet. All right, I don't know yet. This is what Cowboys
We
do.
understand. We understand.
They've signed their own, right? This is who the Cowboys are. Now, they already restructured CD Lamb. That's positive signing. They can restructure. They can extend Micah Parsons and make that contract very light on the front end, and they could free up even more money. As much as I hate this move, they can free up Dak Prescott's $37 million and restructure that and have even more cap space. And then you can get rid of cap casualties like Donald Wilson, Terrence Steele, stuff like that. So they can make big moves if they want to. If they restructure Dak Prescott before March 12th, look out. Cowboys will make moves March 12th. They will make some splashes. It might be one guy, hell, it might be 2 guys. But if you look at the current state of this roster, they have to do something, and it starts restructuring those contracts to get that money in to get ink on paper.
And I want this from everybody. I want to comment from everybody on this. That's why I said on the Can Fan podcast, I was excited that Washington made it to the championship game. I was excited Philadelphia made it to the championship game, and the reason it is because they put pressure on one fucking team. It's the fucking Cowboys. You can't just sit there. You can't sit there anymore.
You can't.
You cannot do it. Philadelphia went and got fucking veterans to help their team every year. Every year they keep going and get somebody. Washington said, hey man, we're gonna go out here and get all these damn Cowboys and a bunch of other people to help our team, and they went to the championship game. So I will start with Kuiper first. What do you think about that, Kuiper?
Man, it's all about like competition within the division. That's the first spot that starts to be able to get to the playoffs, to be able to get anywhere. It's your division. So for the Cowboys to wait this long for there to be a Super Bowl champion and then an NFC fucking the Commanders reaching the NFC, they got a really fucking young team. They got a lot of resources. They're gonna get better than what they were last year.
Yeah.
So to wait this long just to start making moves, it's a little worrisome, but you have to get it going faster than you ever have before, because if not, you're gonna look like you're gonna be right in step with the Giants rather than in step with the Commanders and Eagles. That's to me is a lot more embarrassing than what happened last year. And for the second year in a row, you look like you're more on par with the Giants than anybody else in your division.
Okay, corner.
Hey, when all this boils down to it, man, Jerry's ego is fractured. I mean, you have the Eagle fans saying, "Jerry, keep doing what you're doing, Jerry," and then that fan base goes to the Super Bowl. Dan Quinn, you let Dan Quinn walk to keep a lame duck coach, and he goes with a rookie quarterback to an NFC Championship game. And not only that, you let Mike McCarthy convince you to fire Kellen Moore or to let him go, to depart like the Red Sea. And he's up. He's a head coach now for the Saints, and he's a Super Bowl OC champion. Look, if Jerry didn't do his ritual combine interview, you know, the one we're all in a year ago, he didn't do that.
No.
That ego is sitting on one of the motherfucking bed commercials that Dak Prescott's in, the sleep number bed. That ego's on a sleep number bed. All right, and the number is 100 because he need to kick his ass into gear and go 100 in free agency. Let's get it going.
Let me see. 30 minutes in the show. Let me clip that. I got it. All right, Rue. what you think about, man, the Cowboys keeping pace in free agency, brother?
It was absolutely a blessing in disguise that both of them made it to the NFC Championship game, and you know, the Eagles making it to the Super Bowl and inevitably winning because of everything that they did. And really, man, I just got really excited listening to Corner Talk, because if all of this actually does happen, I mean, the sky's the limit for free agency. There's no telling what these guys are going to end up doing or trading for or making whatever moves they're going to make. Like, there's the possibilities are literally endless. And it's just like, you don't need we need a lot of different pieces. Let's not get it twisted. But there's enough talent on this team to where if you got the right pieces, this team is very, very competitive in a wide open NFC conference. And it is wide open. There is no consistency other than the Eagles. I'll give them that. They have been consistently going to this game for the last 3 to 4 years. 3 years, not 4, 3 years. But outside of that, nobody scares you on this side of the bracket. No one. Not the Lions, not the Vikings, no one really scares you. I mean, you're looking at me crazy, but do you really have that much confidence in Jared Goff in a big time game? We saw what happened when you put expectations on the Lions, first round exit. You put expectations on that team and 1 seed, first round exit. Bye. See ya. Got the Commanders all the way to the NFC Championship game. Anything is possible on this side of the bracket, considering what the competition that you have to go through is. And honestly, I think it's probably the Rams more than anyone. Even with as strong as the Eagles are, I trust the Rams quarterback much more. With everything with all the pressure that's been put on Jerry, and the fact that he's not talking, that's huge. It's huge. The fact that he's not there not at the presser, not giving us sound bites. It's huge, man. This is unheard of for me. And it doesn't even feel real. Like it really doesn't. So for me, it's like, is this really happening? Like, are we actually going to be a competent organization this year and really do something? Now, if injuries happen, this, that, and the third, like that shit happens, but at least you did something. And I can accept that. And that's really all I'm asking for at the end of the day. That's all I've ever wanted. I just want them to do things to put us in a position to win. And it looks like we're setting us up to do that this season. And if they actually go through with it, we could be looking at a very happy organization and a very happy fan base after a very shitty year.
Yeah. Okay. Corner?
Yeah, no, to add to that, Rue makes all good points. Kuiper makes good points. I know you guys. You go ahead, big fella. You might say what I want you to talk to before. I might say what's on your mind. I don't want to ruin it.
Oh no! I was waiting on y'all because I'm like, man, the Cowboys is giving us something to talk about, corner, and I'm just excited to hear everybody talk about us today.
When you look at those two teams going in there, you had the legends speak out. You had Jimmy Johnson speak out, Troy speak out, Emmett, Michael Irvin on a big viral rant. You had we have Des Bryant speaking out. Like, where are we going as an organization? Stephen A. Smith, as much as I dislike his thoughts and things like that, Stephen A. Smith said, Stephen Jones, what's your purpose? What's your purpose? That, I bet that echoed very loud in them hallways.
Damn.
You know it. And so when their backs are against the wall, they're going to do something. You look at 2014, Jerry Jones made a, like, you know how like the president will do like a 360 or what do you call it, 60 minutes, deal, and then the main show starts because they're trying to capture that audience. I don't know if y'all remember this, but before that season started in Dallas, maybe Big Fella knows, but it was probably local stuff. Jerry went on TV and said, "Our backs are against the wall. Our main objective is to win, and that's what we're going to do." He said this before the 2014 Week 1 game. And we went out and we lost against the 49ers, who was filled up with Cowboy fans, and you know what they did. They went on and the Green Bay catch, no catch, or whatever. But Jerry had to talk because Cowboy fans' temperature, I think, is hotter now than it was then. And so they're feeling it. They're feeling it. And Stephen Jones, though, he messed up when he air quoted the drought in Schottenheimer's press conference. So, they're really feeling it, and there's pressure going on.
I know y'all saw when they announced all their names, right? Not a soul in that building clapped for Stephen Jones. Not a soul in that building. It was quite like Shoddy had to be like, "Yeah, we'll clap for you, dog." I started dying laughing. I was like, "No way."
Yeah, because at one point, the Cowboy fans had hope that Stephen Jones would be better version than Jerry, and he actually became worse than Jerry, and that's what upset us, and I hate when people try to blow smoke up your ass and you think that fans aren't knowledgeable, because we can just research. That's why we got the internet. I mean, you can research anything now just to see if it's factual. It's what's those famous words? It's called fact checking. Okay,
that dude straight up forgot Google existed for like a hot second.
Oh,
I'm saying, like, bro, how are you going to say this?
As many podcasts, especially about the Cowboys, is in America right now, and the local media and everything, the insiders, dude, you can't blow shit past us anymore. You can't do it anymore. So when you sit there and you blatantly lie to Cowboy fans, of course, we're going to be pissed off. And a lot of Cowboy fans, including myself on this show, I'm sure on Cowboy Corner, on Talking Crazy, was in the Cowboys' ass about the dumb shit, So we were just tired of it. So, hey, guys, who wanted to do a mock draft?
Hey, Corner, just throwing it out there, and honestly, Corner, you understand this stuff a little bit more than I do, especially when it comes to the contracts and the caps and all the bullshit. So I just want to throw this out there, and this might not even be possible, but I asked our chat this earlier, and it's been crawling up my ass because I'm just like, man, that'd be crazy if they actually pulled some shit like this off. But if you had the opportunity with Micah Parsons And the fact that he's not signed, you can still trade him, whatever. There's always been that speculation with Micah Parsons. If you could figure out a deal where Cam Ward is off the board, Tennessee Titans take Cam Ward. You're staring at the second pick with the Cleveland Browns, who clearly do not want to trade Myles Garrett. But you tell them, hey, I'm going to give you Micah Parsons, but I want your number 2 pick, and I want Myles Garrett. Would it even be enough to even move the needle? And if somehow they could pull that off after they basically stole Amari Cooper from us, would you do it?
I would do it. And I told you guys this on my prediction. I would say Dak's leaving in free agency, he's going to the Raiders, and you trade Micah and you get the quarterback. That was the scenario, Rue, that I was telling you about before they signed Dak last year, right?
I'd be thinking Abdul Carter at the 2.
Because now if you're trading away the guy that really turned your defense around towards the end of the year and actually like stepped up for that defense, and you're going to go get an older player like Myles Garrett, sure, he might make you a lot of plays, but it's for a limited time. Micah's at least going to get you plays for multiple years. You see what I'm saying? But I would only do that if I was drafting the quarterback. That's the only time I would do it. Now, I don't think there's enough players. Now, depending on how free agency goes and who they sign on their own, stuff like that, I don't know if there's enough players at the beginning of that where you have to desperately go give Micah Parsons up for an older vet like Myles Garrett.
Well, I would pair him with Abdul Carter at the number 2 spot, assuming he's not gone from 1, because you never know if Tennessee's going to take him at 1 or if they're going to go with Cam Ward. But assuming they take Cam Ward and you take Abdul Carter at 2 and you trade Micah, you make that deal.
I wouldn't. Not at 2. Not at 2. I wouldn't, unless I was going to quarterback.
All right, Kuiper, what you think about that deal?
I think you 100% make that deal. Because shit, Abdul Carter is supposed to be a generational edge rusher.
Supposed to be. Say that word again. What was that word?
Come on, man. Look at the dude's tape, man. If you're telling me would I rather have Michael Parsons, if you're telling me what would I have rather Michael Parsons or Myles Garrett and Abdul Carter, I would rather have Myles Garrett and Abdul Carter every day. What was
the word you used?
Supposed
to. That's a big gamble.
Well, you're getting one of the best defensive players in the NFL. You're switching them, you're swapping defensive player for defensive player. To me, Myles Garrett is the better all-around edge. Michael Parsons is a better pass rusher, sure, but Myles Garrett ultimately fits the defense more. And then you add on a fucking generational supposed generational defensive end to go opposite of him. That's a fucking crazy duo to have. A real crazy duo.
I think it's too rich, but I told you guys Osa was my franchise tag favorite. I'm going to tell you who my trade favorite is since we're on the subject. Trayvon Diggs is my trade favorite this year.
I would do that. 1,000%.
That's the guy that gets traded.
Yeah, I had somebody sent me a text this week about trading Trayvon Diggs, and I said it wouldn't bother me not one bit. But who's going to take on that contract?
Well, the Rams just traded a lineman. Or who just traded a lineman, and they're willing to eat that money. Yeah, but the Rams are eating that money. You could eat that money for that 1 year because it's already on your books anyway. And if you balanced out your books, Jerry, we're talking about Jerry and Steven here. Balance out your book; it's already there. But you're getting that. Hear me out. You might not like this compensation, but that gets you back into the 4th round because Diggs is coming off a second injury in a row. So I don't think his stock is anywhere. I think it's 4th, 5th, maybe a 4th, maybe a 7th. That's about it.
Yeah, and I wouldn't be surprised. Say we get to 12, and my Michigan corner is there. I wouldn't be surprised if the Cowboys pull the trigger at corner. I wouldn't be. I wouldn't be surprised.
And day 2 rolls around, and guess who's getting traded?
Oh, yeah, we know who getting traded in.
Trayvon Diggs. Then
Oh,
you
yeah.
got Bland and you got the Michigan guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So y'all want to do it? Y'all want to do a draft?
Let's do it.
You good?
Now,
Corn?
before we get to the draft though, I just want to say, man, I told y'all about Nick and Murani, dude.
Yeah,
That fucking
that's
safety,
that's a bad man.
dude. Hit
He's a
a
bad
fucking combine he had. Oh, I want him to be a Cardinal. If only we didn't have Buda Baker.
Hey, once again, that's why we got you on the show, bro. That's why we got you on the show. All right, man. Let's do a draft, man. Let's do a draft. We gonna do the Cowboys and Cardinals just because Kuiper is on here. Let's
Let that man pick his players. Let
Yeah,
that man.
let's enter the draft. Here we go. All right.
You already got
And,
the settings up.
Hold on a second. I'm gonna increase the screen so y'all can see it more. Give me a second.
You already do the settings and shit. You know they get
Yeah.
goofy sometimes.
It's already set from last
Oh, perfect.
last week. So all right, so let's start the draft.
On the clock.
We are on the clock.
Abdul Carter.
All the way. Cam
Cam
Ward.
Ward.
Yeah.
Travis Hunter.
Wide
I think
receiver.
Matthew Stafford's going to the Giants.
You said who?
Shador.
Matthew Stafford's going to go to the Giants.
He's already signed with the Rams.
They signed an extension today?
They did it a couple days ago.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Stafford's a Ram. That's done.
All
They
right.
got to hope for either Sam Darnold or Aaron Rodgers or whatever.
It's too big, so I'm gonna let y'all see the players. All right, that's better. All right, so Cowboys on the clock. We got the running back, Aston Genty. We got Campbell. We got the tackle from Missouri. Is it Mbu?
Membo.
Membo. We got Green, the edge rusher from Marshall. There's that corner, Will Johnson from Michigan sitting there. Burton, a wide receiver from Missouri. Another edge rusher from Boston College. Got the Michigan defensive tackle Grant. And we got Ibuka and Simmons from Ohio State. And we got Kevin Banks at 20. So, corner, last week we took Kevin Banks with his 12th pick. Who are you interested in at 12 right here?
Man. Let me be honest with you guys. My draft knowledge is, if you notice, I haven't done any Frisco Report stuff. I've been in the process of other things outside of this YouTube world. So my draft knowledge this year is kind of slipping. I'm kind of embarrassed to even be doing a mock draft with you. But, I'm looking. I know some of these players, all right? Now, Genty, I'm going to be honest with you guys. I'm not a big fan. Just not a big fan of Genty. I like Hampton better than I do Genty out of North Carolina. But I do like me some North Carolina running backs, i.e. Tony Pollard, right? I was a big fan of that move there. I just feel like Genty's just I don't. It's a Zeke 2.0 to me. So I'm going to go tackle in this, right? Whether you got Banks or you got Simmons out of Ohio State. And I get it. Simmons is a right tackle. I get that, but that's my guy. I got him. If I was to have a draft board, Simmons would be over Banks in my opinion, and I would try him at left tackle, and I would move Tyler Guyton to right tackle. That's what I would do.
Okay. Here you go, Simmons from Ohio State. Trick ass Ohio State. All right, Rue.
I've been stuck on O-line for a minute with this thing, but I gotta say, man, Jahad Campbell really sticks out to me. And the only reason I say that is because normally you're not going to see linebackers up this high in the draft. And that should right there should tell you he is a special player. Not to mention this linebacker core needs to get younger. And with the fact that you're looking like you're going to get overshown back, how he comes back is yet remain to be seen. But from all accounts, everything that we've heard in reports looks like he's going to be back sometime next season. On top of that, you have a young core at linebacker where if you added this guy to it, he's extremely versatile. He can play all over the field. And I like I think with the addition of his athleticism and just meanness, the dude's just mean. Like the dude plays very aggressively. And if you have two guys like him and Overshown flying around in your linebacker core, I like the way the future looks with that kind of look. So I don't hate Jihad Campbell in this spot. And I'd be curious to know where are the receivers here? Like, is it crazy to think that we should be looking at a receiver? And I'm very curious to know if this is updated since the combine, because I'm telling you right now, I don't hate the idea of grabbing a receiver at this spot. Somebody like what's his name? Igopu out of Ohio State, or even Matthew Golden, who put on an absolute show at the combine, and has shown time and time again that he is an elite player when it comes into clutch time. Without Matthew Golden, Texas doesn't beat Arizona State. It just doesn't happen. And for me, it's like he'd be like a Michael Gallup on steroids. That dude's got 4.29 speed. He can get downfield. He's got great control of his body in the air. I don't hate the idea of grabbing a very skilled, very talented wide receiver in this spot. Just for what we're looking at here, best available player, if that's the way we're going to go, I don't hate Jihad Campbell here, and I think he'd be a great addition to the roster.
Okay, Kuiper.
Yeah, I still think the Cowboys need a left tackle, because I believe that the best offensive line is in the roster, but I don't think that they see that way. And I believe this pick is going to go either running back or offensive line, strictly because of how the Cowboys love to draft. In previous years, to me, Armand Mumbo really showed off athleticism in that combine. And he really put himself, to me, above Kelvin Banks. Because for an offensive tackle, one of the things you need to do is have quick feet. And, you need to have that athleticism. Because if not, you're going to get burnt off the edge. You're going to have some dude bending with a crazy bend just get blown by you. I really like him here because he's a great pass protector. And he's mean in the run game. So, to me, I would love Mumbo for the Dallas Cowboys.
Wow. Well, we got 4 different opinions at this number 1 pick, because I keep seeing the 5th best player on the board in the whole draft is here at 12, and nobody even brought up his name. Well, a corner said he wasn't a fan of him, but I was like, he's the best player on the board. So,
on their board, not on my board.
Okay, all right. Well, that's
my only thing with this, Chris. This draft is full of running backs. There's so many. It's not even like last year where it was like hit or miss. Like you were hoping for the best. Like nobody saw that coming from Bucky Irving last year. It's just it wasn't really a thing. He wasn't on anybody's radar. I never heard anybody talking about Bucky Irving before he blew it up for the Buccaneers. But in this draft, there's a lot of running backs, like a lot of damn running backs. Ashton Jeanty is 5'9". That dude is my height. My height, Chris. He my height.
So was Emmett.
I get that, but not everybody on this planet is Emmitt Smith. And not to mention, by all accounts, it looks like they're probably going to keep Rico. So I don't know if they're going to go all out for the running back in this spot. I just don't see it. I don't see that happening. Now, they might be trying to just sniff everybody off the trail and hope that he falls, because there are people in front of us that might take a shot at a generational talent running back, which Ashton Jeanty is, picked to be. But I like the other players at the other positions more than I like taking a running back in this spot, just because I know that I can get him in the second and third round, and he might even be better.
Okay. Now I know last show we traded out the pick.
We
Okay.
did. We went back.
We traded back 2 spots to pick up players.
Another
I
third.
actually want to make the pick this week. So I know last week we did. It got to be unanimous. Got to be unanimous. So all right, corner. Give me your people. Give me your person again.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. Ohio State Simmons.
Okay. Kuiper, who was your
I think it's Membo. Armand Membo.
and Rue? Who was your person? Campbell.
Yeah, I would do Campbell here.
And mine was Genty. So out of those four, we got to narrow it down to 2, then to 1. Okay.
We got 2 tackles on the board, and honestly, I love the idea of cutting Terrence Steele and moving Ryan Guyton to right tackle and drafting a true left tackle. I like that idea more than I like my linebacker, and more than maybe a wide receiver, because I'm still hung up on the wide receiver. I don't think they're ranked as high as they should be in this draft. I don't think, but if I had to go with one or the other, I think I have to go Simmons, only because of the talent that he faced, and they were a wall. They were an absolute wall for Will Howard. That man was only sacked 10 times throughout the entire year. So I'll take the Buckeye.
All right. Well. All right. So I'm narrowing it down to 2. We got Simmons or Mambu. All right.
If it means anything, Chris, you know what my real answer is to this question.
Yeah, I know. So, all right, let's go ahead. We need to make the pick. So, Rue, out of the 2, which one? Look like we're going offensive tackle.
Give me Simmons. Give me Simmons.
All right, Kuiper.
Man, I still think it's Membo just because the guy's a pure left tackle. You saw what happened when you put Guyton from right tackle to left tackle. There was not, you could just see him not being natural at that, and it showed. It really showed out.
Now, is Simmons a right tackle?
Yeah,
Yes.
he's a right tackle. So the other thing with Simmons, man, he had a leg injury, a really major leg injury,
But he's cleared and he's on track to play. And it put
But
him
you
back
hate
into the
that.
first
You
round.
hate that, corner. You always hate that. And I'll tell you what, now that he says that, I don't want a damn project. Give me Membo. I'm not gonna lie. I got it backwards. I thought Membo was the right tackle. I didn't realize Simmons was the right tackle. So no,
Wow.
yeah.
But I'll tell you what, if Simmons was healthy,
I sure as shit don't want a project at 12. I don't want a
Membo
project.
is a right tackle.
They're
You
both
sure
right
about that?
tackles.
Yes.
Then we're back to Kelvin Banks. You mother lovers, you. What the hell's going on here?
Yeah. Last.
shit! I thought this dude was a left tackle.
We are.
I would
messing
take
up here.
Simmons as a tackle and play him at the
I will
left
say
side.
this though:
Simmons is a
if Simmons was
player,
not injured,
though.
he'd be the best tackle.
It doesn't matter. You draft the guy.
All right, I'm sorry. I'm not gonna keep flipping. Give me Simmons. Because you're right. He is a monster tackle.
I'll say
Dude is a
again:
monster.
if Simmons was not a top 10 prospect,
Okay. I can't believe y'all doing this shit to me. Why y'all doing this shit to me?
We got Chris. Chris got to click the button on a Buckeye right now. He's killing it.
We gotta make a nice draft. All right. Fucking punk ass, trick ass, hoe ass motherfucker.
Now this is all
man.
Kuiper.
Memo went next. Memo was literally the next pick. Genty don't make no sense there. Genty
It's
made
AI.
no sense there.
All right, Hyper, you up, brother.
bro,
Genty-
I don't even got to think about this shit. Give me Mike Green.
Mike Green.
Give me Mike Green. The Cardinals need an edge rusher so bad. That dude's a
All right.
fucking monster.
Got him off the board. There go Campbell.
See, I
You like
think
him even
Campbell at 17's rich.
Even at the fact that he played at Marshall, that
Even with that,
call you up.
because he played against really good. He had games against Ohio State, against SC teams too, and he actually balled out in those games.
Shadur went to Vegas, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
We saw Shadur go to Vegas.
There's Golden. We knew that Texans was gonna take him.
Damn, Matthew Golden, son of a gun.
bro. Mikel Williams though, I don't like the dude for shit, but I think he's gonna be a top 10 pick.
Amarion Hampton to the Lions. Come on, that doesn't make sense.
Be deadly. He's the best running back in the draft.
But he's going to go to the Lions. The Lions aren't drafting him.
No,
I'm telling you,
The Lions are not taking him with their first round pick. There's no way.
Hampton's gonna be Derrick Henry 2.0. Watch, the dude's gonna be a stud.
TJ Sanders. Okay,
Trey Amos.
Tully Williams. Damn.
Oh, there goes your boy.
Ah, damn.
Right there off the board.
Damn. Ouch.
All right. Rue. There we see the best wide receivers on the board. Jack Beck is up there on the board. We got the corner Harrison from Kentucky. Another corner, Revel. Princely Unmanlingan. I didn't rip his name apart. Turner, the interior defensive lineman. Alfred Collins from Texas, interior defensive lineman, another big boy. Another edge from LSU, another wide receiver. My man Scatterboo in the second round sitting here. And another edge. All right, corner, we'll start with you. Second round pick. You draft a need or you going best player available?
Click, go to positions and click running back for me.
I will definitely click running back for you. Running backs. Now, Scatterboo is on top. Another Hawaii, Sampson from Tennessee.
I don't like it. Go to wide receiver for me.
Go wide receiver. We're gonna click here. Wide receiver. These are the best wide receivers left on the.
See, Beck is only like 214 pounds.
First look at Beck, 6'2", 215, 22 years old. Let's see his stats. Last year overall.
What's his 40?
His 40 time.
I don't think you ran.
I think he ran somewhere like a 4.55 somewhere. I don't know if that was a pro day or. I don't think he's as fast. I don't want you skinny. I don't want you slow. I'm not a fan of him.
Skinny or slow. I like that. All right. So let's look at the Iowa kid. The Iowa kid. Let's see how big he is. He's 6'4", 215.
I mean, he runs a 4.47.
4.47. All right. So he's slow. The Miami kid, Xavier.
He ain't that slow. He's faster than Beck.
The Miami kid. All right. He only 58 catches. All right. 2 drops. That's it. Let's see how big he is. He's a small guy. He's under 6 foot. We got a bunch of little kids.
Don't want him. We just got Turpin on the chicken tenders. Don't want him.
Yeah. So those are the receivers.
Let's go BPA. Let's go all best players available.
Yeah, right now, we got wide receiver,
Lucas
cornerback.
Harrison.
Did you say?
The second player, the cornerback.
Oh, second. Okay, Harrison. Okay. All right.
Who's this
Ruth.
kid?
Oh, you want me to click on him?
Yeah.
All right. He's a cornerback. 6'1" corner, one.
Okay.
I think he ran like a 4.29 actually.
You ran a 4.2.
Okay.
Yeah.
His grades look like total doo doo though.
Yeah. 4.29. He sucked against Texas. Look, he only played 7 games last year.
Yeah, he was hurt.
Yeah,
Garbage.
Yeah.
Don't want him.
Man, I think he slipped on Beck, dude. That dude catches every fucking ball thrown to him, though. He might be slow. He might be, he's not the biggest guy, but that dude has hands.
Another edge rusher from Ole Miss. Let's see how he is. 6'4", 255.
Ridiculous bend on this guy. Ridiculous.
All right, Rue, who you thinking at this spot, brother?
With the signing of Oso Digizua, I love Alfred Collins in this spot. I think Alfred Collins is a great one tech. The dude is 6'6", 6'4", 2. No, he's 6'6", 332. 6'6", 332. Little short on the wingspan, 34 and 5/8. But at the end of the day, he might not. I don't know if he's going to be Byron Murphy or Tavondre Sweat. But at the end of the day, that man was an anchor inside of the defensive line for us. And I honestly like him in this spot because out of all of the guys you're seeing playing defensive tackle in this draft, he's one of the few, especially in this spot, this high in the draft, that's playing the one tech at a consistent level. He's going back and forth from the 1 to the 3, and I think he'd be the perfect complement for Oso Digizua right next to him for the one technique to shore up to this defensive line that really needs the help. I do like Beck. I think Beck's hand. I think Kuiper's right about his hands. That dude's got great hands. He's got great control of his body in the air. He can catch any ball. Beck is definitely a very good player. But if I'm going with this and hoping that the Cowboys do something in free agency, I would rather take Alfred Collins in this spot because I think it's more beneficial to the team as a whole, simply for the fact that we've had trouble against the run for years now. You've already secured Oso Digizua. Go ahead and go get him his partner in crime and give me Alfred freaking Collins in this spot.
All right, Kuiper.
I agree, honestly. This is a sweet spot for DTs round 2, especially this early. You're going to see a lot of them go off the board right here. And, there's, like he said, there's not a lot of one techs. There's a shit ton of 3 techs. But, if you're going to snag one, I think Alfred Collins would be a good one to snag right here.
6'5", 320 for Alfred Collins. He's a big boy. Let's go, Alfred. Let's see. He played.
Look at the split.
Yeah, A gap. Yeah, A gap all last year. Everywhere. Yeah. So, corner, what you think before we pull the trigger?
This is my guy. Rue sold me. Not only does a guy 17 and a half sacks in his collegiate career, he also has 10 batted balls down. So the guy shows me effort. He shows me strength. He don't give up on plays. If he can't get to the quarterback, he's putting his hands up in the air. I like him.
All right. Well, look like we're drafting Alfred Collins from the University of Texas. All right. Beck just went. The edge just went. All right. Kuiper.
Boo!
This is really hard for me because
You got your edge.
Cardinals, we don't need. Yeah, we got the edge rusher. We don't need any of these positions that are at the top right now. So this is like, man, I don't know. I would love Jaden Higgins to be my X receiver and put fucking Marvin Harrison Jr. in the slot. Just because Jaden Higgins' release, to me, he has the best release in the draft as a wide receiver. And he has really good hands to go with that as an X. I really like that, but I still believe the best corner in this draft, aside from Will Johnson and Travis Hunter because I am not sold on Travis Hunter for shit, but I think Siobhan Revel is the best corner aside from those guys. He got hurt, but he's a small school shutdown player. I think if he was in the combine this year, he would have had a similar path to Quinyon Mitchell and what Quinyon Mitchell did out of Toledo.
Okay.
So out of those two, man, I'm a defensive guy. Give me Siobhan Revel.
Siobhan Revel. All right. So let me speed it up just a little bit. Let me hit pause real quick. Pause. All right. So we'll speed it up a little bit. It just gone scatterboo. Let a running back start coming off the board.
We're good. We're good.
And I'm telling you, Cowboy, there's another running back off the board.
Dylan, damn.
I keep telling y'all, but y'all, hey, it's plenty running backs. All right, okay. When they start coming off the board,
look at that. Look who's there, though.
Yeah, look at that. I know you don't like his ass, but look at that. I'm not mad at that at all. Especially if I pair him with Rico Dowdle. I don't hate that one bit.
She's the fourth best running back in the draft.
Show me the running backs, baby. Yeah, bro. We got some guys here. Even Devin
That's a workhorse back running a 4.43.
And I'll tell you what, if I can get Jaden Blue in the 5th, I'm not mad at that either.
Is this the 3rd round?
This is the 3rd round.
That running back is your guy. That's a 2nd round guy, and you're stealing him in the 3rd.
Travion Henderson?
Yes.
Travion's a steal right here. I don't hate that at all.
Yeah.
I'm telling you right now, and you can still wait for guys like Jaden Blue. And bro, there's guys, bro, even look at Taj Brooks all the way down there. Taj Brooks is a dog. Taj Brooks was the only thing running in Lubbock. Everything else was on.
Give me the 4th best running back in the 3rd round. You're stealing that guy. And whenever this thing grades your draft pick, that's an A++ infinity pie. It just continues. All right. Draft that Buckeye, big fella.
2 Buckeyes in the same
in this draft. 2 Buckeyes. Oh my goodness. Chris gonna have a heart attack, man. Chris gonna pass out. Somebody else control the mic or the mouse so Chris don't have to click his ass.
Hey, if those nasty, stinky, dirty, nasty Eagles can dip into Georgia, we can dip into Ohio.
Shit. All right,
Travion Henderson. We got our running back, boys.
Go.
We got our running back.
I
love it.
That's a steal. That's a great pick.
But no, and think about this, Chris. I just secured my meat and potatoes. My meat and potatoes look really nice right now, and I just paired them up with a hellacious fucking running back. That's a steal, baby.
And
that's exciting.
And a tackle that he's familiar with. Shit.
Oh man.
Kuiper, your pick.
Hey, can you go to DTs?
Yes.
Joshua Farmer. It's number 1 on that list.
That's a 3 tech though.
This shit is really bothering me.
Chris picked that thing so fast just so we blow past it. Chris is like, damn these damn Buckeyes.
Go to guard or interior line.
Interior line.
Georgia. Why is he still right there?
Yeah, why is he there?
You put DTs too, my bad.
Because you got DTs and interior.
I got them mixed together.
Honestly, I'm not liking any of these guys. These are all 4th rounders to me. Well, offensive tackle.
All right.
What's best overall? Is there any tackles up top?
Oh, hold on.
Where are we at? It's like 79, 76.
Best overall right now. They got the tight end.
You sure as shit don't need a tight end.
Nope.
Running back. They got safety. I like that. I like Winston Jr. so bad. I like
It,
that.
I like Winston too, and I mean with Buddha getting up there in age, you don't think nothing. You don't want to. You don't
Oh,
want
they
no
just
future
re-signed
play?
Bua, and we actually have a fourth round rookie from last year. You know what? Give me a hometown favorite. Give me 7-IO. That dude's
I'm
gonna
gonna
play
say,
offensive.
I'm gonna say, I see 7 9 right there.
Shit.
Yeah,
All right,
as a
okay.
good zone guy.
All right. So
Got your
that we
hometown pick.
only did 3 rounds. So I know the closest to the draft, or we just really just doing only draft talk. We'll do all 7. So we'll speed this up to. Oh, it's only 7 picks left, and we'll get our grades. We will get our grades. All
And
right.
the
Watch that
crew
running back grade. That running back's gonna be the best grade of the draft.
Shit.
grading your draft.
Yeah.
A
All right. That's the Cardinals draft.
plus.
Boo!
A plus.
They got an A.
Got an A overall.
Okay, and the
I like it.
Cowboys
I like it.
draft.
Damn, they got no love for my boy Collins.
I'll tell you that running back's be the best grade of the draft.
They got no
Yeah,
love.
You gotta.
I like Collins there in the second round. Maybe 44 is too rich. Maybe you did down to the 50s, trade back, then maybe you get him. Maybe that's a little bit better grade for him. But no, what I read and what I just seen and your breakdown, absolutely perfect.
Yeah, because we didn't even consider a
we
trade
didn't
back in
trade.
the second round at all. So if we would have traded back and probably got him, we probably would have got a better grade. But yeah, I'm not saving this bullshit. 2 Buckeyes. Fuck that. Anyway, that is uncalled for. Hey, man, this is just peer pressure on here, man. It's just peer pressure. I don't know. Y'all was ganging up on Big Fella Day. It was gang up on Big Fella Day. Y'all know better. Y'all know me. Y'all know I can't take that. Look, now, all honesty, they are excellent players. That's one thing about Ohio State. They will have some excellent, great players, NFL ready players. Okay, I can say that about their program. Okay, but I just don't like them because they wore that scarlet and bullshit. I just don't like them. That's just like Rue sitting there drafting all A&M guys. Oklahoma guys, it just,
I'm about to say,
just don't
I'm
work.
not mad at little brother. Just keep them Sooners away from me. And you ain't gonna see no Sooners in this draft, no way.
They having a little rough time. All right, man. Hey, we to our final thoughts, man. And with final thoughts, let's go. Rue, what's your final thoughts for tonight, baby? Let me get you over here. We can single screen you up here, bro. Give me final thoughts, Rue.
Man, keep this train on the tracks. Keep these moves a coming. Please stay ahead of it like you have been. Like if this is what we're gonna get, and we're about to see you make some moves, just let it come to fruition because all of us are very skeptical. Like you're doing this shit, and we're just like, that's unusual. But please just keep doing it. Because if you can shut us all up, we'll gladly be quiet and just watch you do your thing. But it's got to keep happening, and I just hope it continues in the order that it has been happening because things can get very bright very quickly if you do the right things.
All right. Kuiper, give me your final thoughts for the night, baby.
So the NFL Combine saw a lot of the top players not participate, and that really made me sad, dude. If you're a young player coming into the draft, even if you're a top 10 pick, why would you not want the opportunity to just improve your stock? To at least just even just to go do the job. You don't got to win the fucking 40 time. Sure, there are players getting injured through that shit, but it's really sad to see these young guys really just opt out of all these drills because it's so much fun to watch them show off to us their athleticisms. And then Shedeur Sanders, what the fuck are you doing, dude? What the fuck are you doing? Every team came out of that combine with the thought process that you just don't give a shit. They are just fucking You have no care in the world. You already think you know what's gonna happen. You feel like you belong already. Stop that, man. You're not even the second best QB in the draft.
Okay. you got it out for sure. I know you do.
I hate him.
Hey, you know what though? He's not wrong because, bro, you're not your dad. Your dad could do that because your dad knew he was going to Atlanta. There was no secret. It was not like, bro, I ain't reading all this crap. That's your dad. You ain't your dad. Not to mention you play quarterback, not corner.
Right.
Very different.
All right, Kuiper, your final thoughts for tonight, baby.
Corner.
Sorry. Corner, sorry.
Mistaking the brown folks with each other, huh? I see how it is.
There's never any mistaking.
Look, I'm excited of what we did today. Cowboys actually signed a player and didn't have to use a franchise tag. And it wasn't like a little puny contract. It was a franchise-setting player contract with Oso Digizua. And now but to follow that up, they put that exclusive tag on Brock Hoffman, and they signed your special team ace, C.J. Goodwin. This is what the Cowboys do. You sign your own. So when free agency comes up, you have to do something. Now you have 21 free agents. 13 of those free agents are over the age of 30. You cannot keep getting older vets in here. Give me some young free agents and sign your own. Take care of your own. That's your philosophy. Build on that, but give me some outside free agents. You don't got to go too crazy. The Titans were the number one team last year in bringing in free agents, and they look like total dog crap. So selectively aggressive. I did not care that he said that. Be selectively aggressive. Don't just sign anybody and everybody because you can, right? Because the Titans did it, and look what happened to them. So you're on the right track. You're on the right track. March 12th is a long ways away, but don't lose your momentum.
All right. All right, man. The big fella with his final thoughts. Look, first of all, there's no way in fucking hell the Cowboys will ever sign 2 fucking Buckeyes in the goddamn draft anyway. Fucking happy. All right. Hey, man. I kudos, man. I agree. Everything what everybody said tonight, especially on their final thoughts, and I was just excited today, man, because the Cowboys did something positive that we can actually talk about positively. Because as Cowboy fans, other than Kuiper, we get tired of continuously dogging out our own damn team because of dumb shit, right? They didn't do dumb shit today. They actually acted like an NFL franchise today. They acted like one. They acted like a legitimate NFL franchise. They actually sat there and they thought about it responsibly and actually did what they were supposed to do. And as Cowboy fans, we appreciate it. Thank you. Like Corner said, keep doing it. Keep on. It's okay to be a professional franchise again. It's okay to have your front office make our team better. It's okay. A lot of teams do it. A lot of teams do it. So look, man, I am excited about it. I don't care who's pulling that trigger in the front office, but keep shooting that gun. Keep shooting it. So hey, man, that's my final thoughts on the Cowboys today. But look, man, I appreciate Corner joining us. I always appreciate our player personnel director, Kuiper AZ from Corner, and my man from the Hill Country is my man Rue. I always hook them. Hey, man, and as we always say here on the Cowboy Up podcast, that's our boys for life.
Puro pinche Cowboys.
Peace.
Yeah, let me give a big shout out to Sports St. Louis Joe, bro, in the building. Always WWE Ivan Sosa in the building.
You see him?
The loyalist. We got Cowboy Beat in the building.
The great Cowboy Beat.
Yeah, what's up, man? Big shout out, man. Big shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all joining. We only growing, guys. We only growing. It's gonna get bigger. I'm excited. Hey, did you see he got retrofit right in the introduction? I did it.
Hey man, hey,
all in the video, dancing.
hold on, player. Sometimes I screw up, player. You know, but hey man,
Players fuck up.
hey, yeah,
Players
man.
fuck up sometimes.
Yeah. In this first day of pads, say man, you know, we all play, man. It's just something about that first day. Ain't nothing like it. It is nothing like it, man. Because now to me,
Tomorrow tells the truth. Today was the but tomorrow tells the truth.
I'm sick of this shit, man. I'm sick of this shit, man. You know, I know we all co-hosts, but you know, I like to have a little quick monologue before we get into a subject. You know, your ass always got to, spread shit and eating wings and
Motherfucker sprint.
calm down.
I haven't sprinted in 5 years.
Calm down, Mikey. Calm down, Mikey.
What you sprinting right now?
Yeah, we got a long show. We can go as long as you want to, man. So 21, what you got for Brock today, man?
Pleasure to meet you, Brock. I appreciate the love on TikTok, man. Shout out to Brock, man. Welcome to the show. Hey, I got the hard hitting questions, so I got the controversial.
You're gonna come out with that Waterburger in and out, right?
I was we kind of keep it light, but big fella, I gotta hit him with Walter Cronkite stuff here.
Okay.
Drake or Kendrick?
See, okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I have never really grew up liking Kendrick like that, right? I've always been a big Drake fan, so I'm gonna say Drake, but not like us. Like I was telling Terrence the other day, because Terrence is a huge Kendrick fan. I was like, not like us has me feel like a certain way, because I'm like sitting there like vibing in that song, but it's like this is Drake, and I'm a Drake fan over Kendrick any day. So that's not the only Kendrick song I like. Yeah.
And remember, like, subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to like. If you love us, tell your friends about us. Like.